Good morning, YouTube. It is Monday, March 5th. It is Monday, March 5th, and I got here at like 7:15. It's like 8 o'clock right now. I had a pretty good weekend. I didn't really do very much school related at all because I did come in those 2 days over break and I got all of math and science planned until April vacation. I also got language arts planned for the next 3 or 4 weeks, I think. So I really didn't have to do anything. I brought a few things home to grade and I graded one of them, but I came in early today. I stayed late on Friday, but my team teachers did as well. So I didn't get like everything done that I thought I was gonna get done, or that I usually get done on Friday night. So usually I'll get some prep work done for next week, and then most of my time is spent like cleaning and organizing my classroom. So I ended up not cleaning my counter, so I was just cleaning the counter and putting laptops and making sure everything was charging before the kids came in. That's what I did on Friday, and then yeah, the weekend was pretty relaxed. I made a Target run, so I'll show you guys what I got, but I actually have to go to my car to get the other thing that I got, which is very exciting. So for my small group area, we use the Wonders curriculum at my school, so we are starting a new week today, which means we have a lot of stuff to get through. We have spelling pretest, we introduce the concept, the essential question, we read a story, we introduce the grammar rule, all the vocabulary, so a heavy day. Days 1 and 2 in the Wonders curriculum are always really heavy and have a lot of like me kind of talking or telling them, or yeah, not like tons of opportunity for them to explore themselves. And then as the week goes on, you kind of release the control and let them kind of show you what they know. So that's what's going on in language arts. In math, I was going to show you guys my stations, but I just never did. So I will try to do better at like showing you guys what we actually do this week. I need to go out to my car and grab the box for the special thing that I have to put together, so I better go grab that now. And I also need to make copies, so I'm gonna grab that thing from my car, make copies, and come back. Okay, so this is the really exciting thing that I got. I got a 3-tier rolling cart. This isn't as fancy as like the rainbow cart from Michael's. But it was $25 on sale at Target, so that's what I got, because my small group table is getting so messy so fast. Like the more I do small group, which I love to do, the worse the table gets. So we had to come up with some kind of strategy. So my strategy was buy some things. So I'm gonna open this up, set it up, and then I'll show you guys the rest of the stuff that I got at Target and Ross. Guys, I cannot even. I'm so excited about how good this looks. Oh, look at it. Ta-da. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Quickly tell you guys the rest, or show you guys the rest of the things that I got at Target. This stuff is actually from Ross. Oh, I got this. It is a little organizer and it's sky blue. It was $5.99 at Ross. And I figure it's good for like pens and all different kinds of like manipulatives or tools that we might have in here, like scissors, markers, whatever. I got this as well at Ross. This was $4.99. Again, really good just to hold a bunch of different things that you might use in small group. I got this at Ross as well. This is the last thing at Ross. This was $5.99. as well, and this is about matching like sky blue color. More manipulatives. I figured this would be better for like actual maybe like counters or whatever it is, like fraction strips, whatever kind of thing, or fraction circles, whatever kind of thing we might be working on at the time, because these are a little bit more shallow and easier to grab from. That's the cart. I stopped in the dollar spot, duh, and I got some Band-Aids. These are really cute with little like desserts on them. Super cute. I got this little bowl. Oh, the Band-Aids were $1. This little bowl was only $3. I've been needing something for my paper clips for the longest time, so got that. And then, what are these? Oh, these are like little finger puppets. These were $1 for prize box. And stretchy robots. I got stretchy rabbits last week. This week I'm getting stretchy robots. Again, for prize box, and these were only $1. So I need, oh, and last thing, this was $1 little notepad. I always like to get the little seasonal notepads. I couldn't find any stickers though besides Dr. Seuss, and I didn't want Dr. Seuss stickers. I wanted March stickers. Whatever, Target. Maybe next time they'll have more stickers. But anyways, so I need to pick up, there's like stuff everywhere now, so I need to pick up, organize, and get ready. It is like 8:56. The kids come in at 9:20, so I need to write my morning message on the board. And yeah, make sure all my stuff is ready and in line for the day. Okay, here we go. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's like 1:15 right now. I just finished lunch. I had a bunch of kids in here for lunch bunch. So far the day has been going really well. We did our spelling pre-test. We did our essential question, like brainstorming and talking about ideas. Learned about the vocabulary words, our grammar rule. And then we did science. And science, I was just introducing our lesson concept. So the lessons are kind of spread out over a few days. And our concept this time for this lesson, well, our unit's all about forces, and this one is about forces that act from a distance. So far we've just learned about contact forces, and now we're talking about stuff like magnets. So the kids basically look at a picture in their workbook, and then they try to come up with ideas about why that's happening in the picture. And then at the end of the lesson, they show them the picture again after we've done all of our activities, and they answer the question again, but this time they know why. I say a lot. I'm sitting at my small group table right now. I'm gonna show you my finished cart because my camera ran out of battery this morning and I kind of ran out of time. So here is my finished cart. Isn't it so beautiful? So I put my little notepad right here because a lot of times kids will ask me for notes and stuff when I'm doing small group and I don't have anything to write a note on. This is still empty, but I just kind of put some things in it for now. And then this I filled with like, these are the Crayola Super Tips. So these are great if you're doing an activity with markers because they're skinny and they also write in a thicker way as well. They write skinny or fat, which is awesome. And then skinny expo markers. When we're at the back table, a lot of the stuff we do in small group for math requires just a little bit more detail and precision, and using the thicker markers, because that's pretty much what I have. So I use those during a whole group. But thicker markers, it's easier to see from a distance. So when the kids write something on their board and hold it up, they can see it. When they have skinny markers, they can't really do that. So I grabbed the skinny markers just for small group. The cart's pretty much empty, except for I put this down on the bottom. I don't really know what I'm gonna put in here yet, but soon it will be full of things, I'm sure. I actually should pull the small group things I have prepared, and I could probably cut out these shapes. I don't think I'm gonna have time to cut out all the shapes. Oh geez, okay. I'm gonna put this down so that I have two hands because I'm dropping things. I will catch up with you guys maybe during specialists, but probably most likely at the end of the day. So I'll talk to you guys later. Woo, okay. It is now 4:45. I've just been cleaning up my room. The kids, we dismissed the kids at 4:05. So I had to sign a card for somebody. I was talking to somebody about some podcasts. I met up with the math specialist. I had to email some parents because I do nightly emails for a couple of my kids, and then I've been cleaning my classroom. So, I say so too much. I just need to clean up on my small group table, and I'm gonna get out of here. I need to make sure I have all my things together, like my mugs and stuff. Oh, and my carrots and my hummus. This is too funny. So I was eating lunch at the back table. And look what I left in this small big cart. Yeah, that would be bad if I left here. I've just been cleaning up the classroom, making sure the floor is relatively clean, but the kids left it pretty clean. I kind of told them that we're going to be going back to a very strict set of standards and expectations for the next couple of days, just because small group times have been so hectic and I cannot deal. Like, I can't work with my kids at the back table and trust that my kids are gonna get their work done. So we're gonna take it back, all the way back, and we're not gonna do rotations, we're not gonna do any of that. It's gonna be them doing seat work while I do small group. And they will be able to come to the back table and then return to their seat, because it is, they need high structure. And yes, you can have high structure with stations, but I cannot trust that they will finish the work without someone watching over them. And I don't have an aide. I don't have a para that comes into my room during small group. I'm totally by myself all day long. So this is where it has to go. It's not as fun, but it's just kind of the situation that I'm in. Yeah, but I need to get out of here. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good afternoon, YouTube. It is Tuesday, March 6th. I totally didn't vlog this morning. I wasn't in the mood to get up, and then once I got up and I got here, I was a little bit later than I wanted to be, and then I had to go to a meeting, so I was just there and I couldn't be working in my classroom. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We had a pretty good day today. We were working on, in language arts, we're working on comparing and contrasting, which always is really fun because it's a very concrete idea for the kids. So it's usually pretty, I wouldn't say easy, but it's a little more accessible to all the students in the classroom. So a lot more kids are trying to participate and excited about what we're doing than usual, which is exciting. We are working on magnets in science. We're working on magnets, and I need to find some compasses for tomorrow, because basically what the kids are going to do is they're all going to have compasses in their group, and they're going to use a magnet and see how the magnet affects the compass and just make observations and noticings about that. So that's what we're doing in science. In math, we were using our skills that we've been learning in geometry, because I do teach 3rd grade, so we do things like perimeter and area and features of a quadrilateral, and a little bit about triangles. Basically, all we learn about triangles is what a right angle is and how a triangle can be half of a square. So we're taking those skills that we've been learning in our geometry unit, and our lesson today was all about applying them to a real world situation, and that was making a garden. And the kids did okay. I think I'm really gonna have to have a strong review day tomorrow in order for them to feel confident on the test. And I'd love to slow down and take things slower and just take more time, but our pacing guide and our district doesn't really allow for that to happen, so that's where I'm at. And what else did we do? Oh, I mentioned yesterday that we had a difficult time following expectations during small groups, so I was basically going to remove all station rotations, and kind of remove a lot of choice that they were having during small group time, and they were sad. But then today, they were either doing stuff at their seat or they were sitting with me at the back table, and a lot of the kids said, this is a lot calmer than it usually is. So I think if I can get it to a point where it's just really calm when they're at their desk, and then I can add in one other station and see how it goes for a couple weeks, and then add in one more, and then it should only take probably a month for us to get back to full-on station rotation. I just felt like it was out of control. I don't like that feeling. And a lot of the kids in my class need high structure in order to function and do their work. So I needed to do that for them. What I'm doing now, it is like 4:30. I'm gonna send one email, and that is it. And then I'm going to leave. I have some stuff that I need to do at home today that I really need to get done. I've been super neglecting my Beachbody stuff. Like I mentioned 2 vlogs ago that over the vlog that I did over break. So over February or midwinter break, I signed up to be a Beachbody coach, and I have totally been neglecting my responsibilities. So I need to do that tonight. Just like work on that and getting in touch with my coach or my sponsor coach and stuff. And I need to do my workouts. So yeah, gonna send the one email, and then I'm gonna leave, and then I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Sorry I didn't really show very much today. The day got away from me. Good morning, YouTube. It is Wednesday, March 7th. Look what happened. Look what happened to my sunglasses. They broke. It's like the second sunny day of this Western Washington winter, and my sunglasses broke as I was trying to put them on in the car. This literally just came right off. So I am going to stop by one of my teammates' classrooms because she wears glasses, so I'm going to see if she has glasses or a pair kit. I have one at my apartment, but obviously that won't help me on my drive home later if it stays sunny, which there's a very good chance that it won't stay sunny because I do live in Western Washington. So I'm going to go see if she has glasses or a pair kit, and then just catch up with her. I have a few things that I need to make for language arts today, and I need to see if it's early release. I don't know if it is, because the high school in our district is having a half day today, but there was nothing on the district calendar about us having our usual Wednesday early release. So I have to check with my team teacher about that too, so that in case I need to, I can change my daily schedule. So yeah, I need to chat with my team teacher, make my copies, see if I need to fix my schedule, and then fix it. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, okay, so it is like 8:19 right now. I've made all my copies. We have a staff meeting at 8:35, and I'm just clipping my copies to keep them somewhat organized. We're doing a spelling activity that we haven't done before, but I'm excited to see like how the kids do with it, because I actually haven't tried anything like this with them before, and it is alphabetizing the spelling words. So yesterday we sorted the spelling words into their spelling patterns. They have these little, I'll show you this one because the copier messed those ones up. But these are the little like spelling sorts, and I just cut off the top, which are the words in bold, and it usually like repeats words, so that's why I cut them off. And I cut off the extras at the bottom, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna have to cut these out and put them in alphabetical order on a piece of construction paper. And there's only 15 words, so hopefully it's not too difficult for them, but that's gonna be our first thing. Usually our first task of every day, I try to do word work, so spelling activities basically. And it's been going really well. I've been sticking to a really strict schedule, like doing all of our language arts activities in the same order every day. And the kids have been responding really well to it. So, okay, all my copies are clipped. I need to put them on my cart so that I have them just like ready at my fingertips. And I need to get my laptop. Our meeting starts at 8:35. So I need to get my laptop and my book because we're doing our book study today. I'll grab the book and I'll show you guys what we're reading. So we are reading Reaching and Teaching Children Who Hurt, Strategies for Your Classroom. So far, not like the most interesting book. It's a little bit older. It's from 2008, so it's like 8 years. I can do math. It's like 9 or what year is it? It's 10 years old at this point. So, I mean, there's definitely interesting facts in here about the effect of trauma on a child's brain, but there isn't, so far, we're only on chapter 3, I haven't seen a whole lot of strategies for how you can help those students that are affected by trauma learn more effectively in your classroom. So I don't know, it's okay. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get that stuff ready and head over to the staff meeting, and I will catch up with you guys later. Good morning, YouTube. It is Thursday, March 8th. I got to school like a half an hour ago. It is like 8 o'clock. It's a rainy day. I wore my rain boots. I was just like working on some stuff, and I was like, maybe I'll show them. So like I've said earlier in the week, we use the Wonders curriculum at our school, and we are supposed to use everything from the curriculum, like no outside resources. So I just wanted to show you a way that I kind of use the curriculum in a way that works for me. So I use these leveled readers for small group because this is what we're supposed to use. We're not supposed to use real books. We're supposed to use things from the curriculum. So I use these in small group, and they have leveled lesson plans. So I'll show you guys kind of what they look like. They have them in the teacher's guide, but they also have them online. So if it would focus, yeah. So these are like the leveled lesson plans. These are different online than the ones that they have in the teacher's guide, the teacher's manual. So these have a little bit more in-depth questions, whereas the ones in the teacher's guide are more like basic recall. So what I do is I will go through these questions, and usually I do the comprehension check at the end, but then there's other questions too. A lot of times I'll do a comprehension check question and then a connection of ideas question, but it just kind of depends on which question I think is best for a skill that I think that they need. And I will look at the questions, and then at the bottom it actually has like what they're supposed to say in response to you. I'll look at those, and then a lot of times I'll also go through the book itself and look for other answers that they might think are correct but aren't actually correct. And I created Google Docs just like this, and I will type up the questions in here. We'll usually have like a multiple choice and a written response. And that is just something that I do. So I call it their reading follow-up, and that is what they do independently afterwards after reading with me in small group, because I was finding that a lot of the kids, they can read fine, but then when we have the discussion and I ask them questions about the text, they're unable to answer, and it's the same kids answering all the time. And since this is a verbal response, I can't be like, well, you be quiet and you answer, if they don't really know. So this kind of forces them to really think about it, and I think it's been working really, really well. The kids really seem to be responding well to it and are thinking a little bit more deeply about things that we read, and not just these little basal readers, but also about like their own books and their independent reading books and the bigger stories that we read as a whole group. So just a little tip that I thought I'd show you guys. That's how I use Wonders, part of how I use Wonders for small group. Good morning, YouTube. It is Friday, March 9th. It's Friday. We made it to Friday. I'm wearing the exact same sweater I wore last Friday. Something that vlogging does to me. I now think about how I wear the same clothes all the time, but it's fine. I'm wearing my new headband. I made an order from the B brand and I got 3 different ones, and I'm wearing this one today. I'm so excited. What's happening today? It's Friday and it's day 5 in our Wonders curriculum, so we're doing lots of tests. But during science, I'm going to not do science today, and we're instead going to have a little class party for one student's birthday and another student's half birthday. It's as much a party for them as it is like a break for me. And I think it'll just be nice to do something that's positive and happy. So, because we've had a little bit of a difficult week. Yesterday I didn't vlog again because I just was not feeling positive, and I didn't want to come on and just complain. Basically, and I'm only going to devote like a minute to this, what was happening is one of my students has been having a really difficult time all week, rolling around all over desks, their desk, other people's desks, putting their feet all over desks, writing on desks, breaking pencils, rolling around on the floor, arguing with me in the middle of a lesson. And I asked for the student to be removed so that they could take a break and I could take a break, because we both needed a break. That happened, and then the other situation that was happening is that I have 2 students that argue a lot with each other. They were arguing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And when I say arguing, I mean sitting across the room from each other, yelling across the room from each other in the middle of a science lesson. So I asked for those students to eat lunch in the office together so they could have a meeting and kind of fix their issue. That was dealt with, and then the rest of the day was really positive. So that's my small little snippet of negativity, negative things that were happening. Good things that were happening. Yesterday when those students came back, we had a great day. I had a great day with those students when they came back. What else was positive? I got organized with my grading, and I don't have it done, but it's a little bit more organized. That's 2 positive things. Third positive thing, a student that has been really struggling in math has been really excited about her ability to use strategies. We had a test yesterday. She was smiling, talking about doing her math, which doesn't usually happen. So that was a positive. Today is a new day, and it's a Friday, best kind of day. I did my yoga this morning, so I had mentioned, sorry, my team teacher walked in, so I was just talking with her. One of our other team teachers is going to be out today, so we were just getting some things put together for her classroom. What was I talking about? Oh, Beachbody. So you know how a couple vlogs ago I talked about how I'm a Beachbody coach now? Well, I have been like not really doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I talked with my coach, my upline coach last night, and it was helpful. I still don't really enjoy the group that I'm in. like upline group, but I didn't know how to say, I don't want to be in your upline group anymore. I want to switch upline groups. Like, I don't know how to phrase that. So, because I really do like my upline coach, she's really nice. It's just that the upline group, I don't feel connected to. Anyways, I did my yoga this morning. I'm working on the 3-week yoga retreat, and the video was with Elise, and I have to say, I did not like the 3-week yoga retreat with Elise. She talked way too much, and hopefully in the next videos where she is giving the yoga instruction, she is not talking that much. It was okay. I got my yoga in. It's fine. And I've been drinking my Shakeology as dessert because it's chocolate flavored and I like chocolate. And it keeps me from eating like vegan ice cream every night. I need to make copies because I'm gonna put together some fun packets since we are doing testing. I usually give them some fun things to do when they finish testing as a reward because I know we test a lot. It's what the district wants us to do. I can only do what they ask me to do. So, in return, I give them some fun stuff to do. I'll show you guys what I use to make my fun stuff. Things I use to make my fun stuff: highlights, hidden pictures, farm puzzles, giant book of mazes, cursive writing. Good evening, YouTube. It is Saturday, March 10th, and I thought I would film a quick little outro for you before I want to say finished editing my vlog, but it's started editing my vlog. But basically, I was going to start my unit on fractions, decided not to. We had a birthday and a half birthday party. It was really fun. The kids loved it. And I just knew from the vibe of the class we weren't going to be able to start that. So instead, I had actually listened to a podcast by Angela Watson, her Truth for Teachers podcast, on my way to work that morning. And in an interview with Regi Routman, I hope I'm saying that right, she had talked about ways to get your kids more engaged and have more ownership in the classroom. And one of the things that Regi talked about was having your students organize your classroom library. So that is what I did instead of math on Friday. Starting the new unit wasn't gonna work, and I knew that doing review wasn't gonna really be productive. I knew that they needed to do something that was gonna be super collaborative and kind of creative because they just had a lot of energy built up. I took all the books off of our classroom library shelves and I had the kids organize them, and it actually went pretty well. And I'm going to be printing those labels this weekend, hopefully, and putting them on the books on Monday, hopefully. So we'll see about that. I just wanted to close out this vlog and let you guys know how the rest of Friday went. I think this week was pretty good, but next week is going to be even better. So I will talk to you guys in the next one.